People are turn up. Unity we say, nothing couldn't hurt us. This is our game. We love the world.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Nationwide 90 FM's continuous live coverage of the FIFA World Cup finals. And we're heading to Atlanta this morning. It's an early one, and it's Argentina against Egypt. What a game we have in prospect. These two teams have never met at the World Cup before, so it's the first time they're going to be meeting, and a lot of familiar faces are going to be on the opposite end of each team. Mo Salah against McAllister. They play for Liverpool together. There's also Debo, the goalkeeper for Argentina, Emiliano Martinez, and of course he was playing at Aston Villa with Trezeguet from Egypt. Trezeguet, if he gets onto the field today, will be appearing for his 100th time for the Egypt team. So let's see how that will go for his century of appearances. And it all over the park, they're good players. And Argentina, they've gone in with 3 changes. Egypt with 2. And Argentina changes. Tagliafico and Paredes, along with Julian Alvarez. They're coming in, and out goes Medina, Lautaro, and Almeida. Now, Lautaro Martinez did well in his last game. That's the game against the Cabo Verde that Argentina got that almighty scare, eventually winning by 3-2. Egypt also came through a tough game against Australia. They won that one on penalties by 3-2. And so they're both here for this last 16 tie. 3 of the quarterfinals have already been locked in. So we're just a matter of sorting out today. At the end of business today, then there'll be just 8 teams at the World Cup. 40 would have left, and they will be setting sail for the business end of the tournament. Again, there's no games tomorrow. They take a break, come back on Thursday with France against Morocco, then Spain against Belgium, is it, yeah, on Friday, and then on Saturday there are twin quarterfinals, and then Sunday, Monday we're off. Come back on Tuesday with the semi-finals and so on, and then the World Cup finals will suddenly be behind us. My name is Wayne Walker. Good morning once again. 11 o'clock is the kickoff in Atlanta, and we're building up to that one. I'm going to be joined on the set, as usual, by 2 outstanding football minds in the country. Valden Legister, former FIFA referee, and of course Andrew Price, an accomplished and established football coach and administrator here in Jamaica. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Wayne, and good morning, listeners.
Yes. Just looking at the schedule that we have for this morning, Argentina against Egypt, a quick glance at it would say, Argentina will win that one quite easily because we're looking at the names of the countries. But if we look at the performances of the teams at the current World Cup, since the start of the round of 32, it tells us not to take anything for granted. But for sure, Valde, Argentina will start favorites, but Egypt, I'm sure, going to be, putting in their worth as well.
Definitely, the experts are giving Argentina a very big chance of winning, 72% probability of winning. But I'm sure Egypt, the likes of Mo Salah, will have something to say about that. We have been saying that is why we play the game, and we would have seen some games in this World Cup that would have surprised us. Could this be a surprise today? The pundits don't have it as that, but we will see.
Yeah. Andrew, Egypt and Morocco coming into the World Cup, I think it would be safe to say were 2 of the top 4, certainly, representative out of Africa. And for sure, you'd have selected Morocco to get the best in the tournament because they did it the last time. But if you were to pick another to accompany them deep, Egypt would have to be amongst them. I suppose you could look at the Cote d'Ivoire or maybe Senegal based on their form coming out of the African Cup of Nations. And because of that, I'm sure you're not too surprised that the Egyptians, led by a player who will probably go down as the best African player ever, arguably, Mo Salah, even though his form this past season wasn't great. But then we know what it means to come to the World Cup and turn up. Romelu Lukaku is proving that. Egypt, you expect to test Argentina today, do you?
Yes, I do. I said it earlier in our programming that the North African teams are a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more decisive than the Central and Western African teams. And Egypt and Morocco have proven me right for this World Cup. Egypt has gone quietly about doing their job, doing just enough to win games. And even when we have counted them out, they have come back and won games. And I believe that this will be no cakewalk for the talented Argentina team. In Mo Salah, they have an individual who can turn a game around on the spin of a dime. So I believe that they are going to give Argentina a hard time. And the longer they don't allow Argentina to score, as Cape Verde did, is the more difficult the game will get. And hopefully, they will hope that the Argentines get frustrated and they can make some inroads and possibly pull off what could be still considered an upset, despite what people are saying. If Egypt was to beat Argentina, the defending champions, it would be an upset. But they are capable of doing it.
Yeah, and you say the longer they keep the Argentines at bay, the better for them. But you know, they're notorious for scoring early. In fact, they've scored first in 4 of their last 5 games. They don't wait on teams to score, they go at them. Against Argentina, though, it's a different proposition, and you may want to adopt a different strategy.
Definitely, and the coach will have to sit down and think of how he's going to strategize, especially the first 15 minutes. Do I go out there and go gun ho like I've done for the entire tournament, or do I be a little bit more circumspect and respect the quality of the Argentine team, play at a mid block, and when I get the opportunity, I transition and see if I can make some forays into their defensive unit.
Yeah, and just for the record, the head-to-head between Argentina and Egypt, they've met twice before. The Argentines have won both, including a 6-0 walloping of the Egyptians. So they don't get a chance to meet a lot because, unless they meet in competitions, because even at international friendlies, because of their geographical location, you know, the teams tend to play the countries in the area. They really do go so far to play. So it's a 2 wins for Argentina out of 2. By the way, the referee for today from France, François Lessetier, will be taking charge of the 3rd game of the tournament. He's not done anything between the 2 teams, but he's a trigger-happy referee. 5 yellow cards in total, 3 in one game and 2 in the other. So he's a no-nonsense referee. Valdain, Argentina, at this stage of the competition, so they've passed through the round of 32, they're at a 16. 3 changes, you'd want to think that teams become more settled the deeper they go. But when you look at the 3 players who are coming in, Tagliafico, Paredes, and Julian Alvarez, these are players who would probably get into any other teams as starting 11 any day. Argentina has the luxury of bringing them back.
That's the depth of the Argentine squad. They have players who would start in almost any team in the world. So that would prove to us that this Argentinian team is deep, and it's going to be hard to beat them. They got a scare in the Cape Verde game, and I think they would have took a lesson from that to say, hey, we are not taking anybody lightly, and we are going out there to play a game. It's up to them to play discipline and stick to their game plan.
Lautaro is one of the best club strikers in the world. He sets the Italian Serie A alight every year. He's led Napoli to Inter Milan to championships from time to time. Yet you can't get into this team even when Julian Alvarez isn't a regular starter. What's happening?
I don't think he's having a particularly good World Cup. And as a result of that, I believe the coach, Scaloni, has noticed it and decided to go a little bit different this evening and look at Alvarez instead of him. He has the option of bringing Lautaro off the bench, but maybe a fresh and hungry Alvarez who hasn't started would be a good change in the attacking unit of the Argentine side. That is depending on Messi to get all his goals. So he definitely wants to get another player out there who has proven goal scoring ability. He did very well for Atletico Madrid during the recent season, and I expect him to partner very well with Messi up front.
All right, it's 10:45. It's 15 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to rush for a quick break and come back. When we come back, we'll continue to look at Argentina versus Egypt, the penultimate round of 16 tie, before later on the last one, Switzerland against Colombia in Vancouver, Canada. That too is also promising to be a major game. But at the minute on our plate is Argentina against Egypt in Atlanta. That's what we're building up to. And when we come back, we'll continue.
Fill all all your prescriptions. Get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Manning's Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Manning's Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Manning's Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Manning's Hill Pharmacy is
10:46.
Who want something really nice, thanks and please. Burger King, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Who want something really nice, thanks and please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Cheese and peas, man, I like. I got me say, when me taste the new cheesy fries. Just 5 bills with creamy cheese sauce. I know it up your way, you are the boss. Everybody sing this part. Who want something really nice, thanks and please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas.
Get the new cheesy fries, limited time only at Burger King.
Managing your investments with Sagicor is now easy as ever. You can fund stocks, repos, and do more seamlessly. Even get a clear overview of your portfolio performance on the enhanced Sagicor eBank platform. Want to experience effortless investment banking on Sagicor eBank? It's as easy as ever. Contact your Sagicor Investment Wealth Advisor today and update your personal information for access. Call 888-SAGICOR or visit sagicor.com for more information.
Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart. Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart.
My Mega Mart, the best value by far. My Mega Mart,
The best value by far.
Parents, guardians, let's keep school mornings moving. The National Rural School Bus Program is now cashless, so don't forget to top up your child's student transportation card. Top up easily at any Operation Bill Express location island-wide, or simply download the Tap Jamaica app for quick and convenient top-ups. Fast, simple, secure. No cash in hand, just tap and ride. The National Rural School Bus Program, keeping our students moving every school day.
Man, them a baller! Man, them a baller!
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM's FIFA World Cup 2026 coverage. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by our FIFA World Cup sponsors, KFC, it's finger licking good, Digicel, powered by you, connected by us, Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you, Sagicor Group Jamaica, Wise Financial Thinking for Life, National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development, Barita, making money work for you, Anybet, your best bet, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way. Nationwide 90 FM's World Cup coverage, bringing you every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
From all over the world, people are
So welcome back to Nationwide 90 FM's live and extended coverage of the FIFA World Cup football finals. This morning on the plate is Argentina against Egypt. The game has been played in Atlanta, and it's an 11 o'clock kickoff in Jamaica, midday in Atlanta. We hear it's absolutely sweltering in Atlanta at the minute, which is, I'm sort of wondering why these crucial games have been scheduled for this time of the morning. We've been getting some good feedback as it regards our coverage of the World Cup. We hear it every time we travel around the corporate area, especially in the vehicles and, you know, on the street sides and so on. And you are the people that we had in mind, especially when we decided to go for the FIFA World Cup. And we're happy that we're satisfying the crowd that's not able to visually have an opportunity to experience the World Cup. All right, so Argentina against Egypt, 10 minutes from kickoff. The players have not yet, we're not yet getting sighting of the players in the tunnel that we would normally use as a cue to go over to our commentators. So let us continue to chat a bit with Andrew Price and Valdain Legister as we look ahead to Argentina versus Egypt. There was a time, Andrew, when we say Egypt, and it's almost like saying Portugal, Ronaldo, Argentina, Messi, Brazil, Neymar, Egypt, Mo Salah. It's no longer. Egypt has quality players around the park and quality players who are playing right across the big leagues in Europe.
Definitely, you know, people like Trezeguet, like you said, probably get his
100th cap
100
today.
cap today, and that's a lot of caps for
It's
a player
great
playing
caps,
for a
yes.
non-traditional team.
Exactly.
You know, so you have to give them a lot of respect. Ibrahim and Robin are also quality defenders. So they have a very balanced team. Hassan is another good attacker that they have. So we can't sleep on this Egyptian team. And like I said, things won't be easy for the Argentine team today, and they're going to have to come and play because they're in for a battle.
Valdine, the performance by Cabo Verde against Argentina was brilliant. It's still the talk of the World Cup at the minute, yeah?
Yes.
And will be talked about for years. Because not only did the minnows, quote unquote minnows, because there are no more minnows in global football, but let's, for the argument's sake, the quote unquote minnows push the defending champions, no less, almost to the brink.
Yes, they did. And Egypt would have looked at that and they are saying to themselves, then if Cape Verde did that, then we can do it. So they are putting themselves to have a very good chance today.
So the question is, with Argentina, did it expose their vulnerability? Has that performance against Cabo Verde give people the opportunity to go at Argentina or to believe that they can have a chance against Argentina?
You have to look at it both ways because teams would have seen that there are gaps, but the coach of Argentina would have also seen that gap and would have gotten the opportunity now to say, hey, let's fix this. So we have to look at it both ways. I think the coach would have seen the weakness in the team and would have made some changes, and we saw some changes. It could quite possibly be because of the weakness that they identified in the Cape Verde game.
Coach Price, you watched that Argentina-Cabo Verde game on Saturday night. What would you have taken away from Argentina that night that you didn't see leading into that game? Because Cabo Verde, they exposed Argentina. They exposed them and a number of vulnerabilities that good coaches would identify. What were some of those that you would have picked up?
Well, what I would have picked up is that there wasn't enough rotation in the midfield, and maybe that's the reason why Almalda isn't in the team, and they have brought in somebody else. Also, defensively, Medina got a real test from them. So Tagliafico now is now in there. And these are experienced players who have played and have won the World Cup already. So he can always call on them. And we also have to take into consideration that the game went into extra time. So a lot of wear and tear on the legs. So he has the opportunity, because of the depth of his squad, to use players who are fresh and didn't go for that longer period, 120 minutes. Because 120 minutes is very challenging to play in a game right after. So he has made some decisions to make some key changes in key areas where he needs some amount of depth.
And not to forget that they traveled after that victory, so that would have added to the fatigue and all of that. Now we're seeing the players. In fact, they're out on they're heading onto the pitch. We're getting sighting of Leo Messi, no less. We're looking also at Mohamed Salah. He's left Liverpool and heading elsewhere, and so the stage is now set for this big clash in Atlanta between Argentina, the defending champions. They're unbeaten in their last 10 World Cup games, and at the moment they're looking to make it 11 and edge closer to a quarterfinal showdown, either against a European opposition, Switzerland, or Colombia, who they've met twice in their World Cup qualifying campaign, and so they know each other very, very, very well. All right, we're going to be heading over now to Atlanta. We're seeing the fans getting ready, and we are ready, the players are ready, the officials are ready. So let's head over to Atlanta. We're going to see you at halftime to talk about the first 45 minutes. Let's go.
And every moment, wherever you are.
So it's halftime. It's halftime in Atlanta, and the Pharaohs are leading the Alba Celeste by a goal to nil. A brilliant header. It looks simple, but the technique that he had to apply to it, all of his neck muscle was required to redirect that ball into Debo's net. That's Emiliano Martinez, the goalkeeper for Argentina. So Egypt leading by a goal to nil. I'm not sure if they're good value for the lead. They deserved to take the lead when they did, but Argentina roared back. They got a penalty miss from Leo Messi, and there were 3 point blank range saves. You've got to give it to the goalkeeper. He's really having a superb game, and he's kept Argentina out. So Egypt leading by 1 goal to nil. We don't have a great deal of time before we get back over to Atlanta. So let's drag Andrew and Valdane back into the discussion. Gentlemen, give me, first of all, Valdane, just your insight into what happened in the first 45 minutes.
Egypt came out brave and they came out positive. They did not show the Argentinians any respect, and they went at them and they got that early goal. As you rightly said, Argentina came back in the game. But in games like these, you need somebody to step up. And the goalkeeper for Egypt, Shabir, he stepped up. He saved a penalty from Messi. And as you mentioned, 3 point blank saves. Argentina, unlucky, but we have to give credit to the goalkeeper. That's what he's paid for.
He's really having a good show. But we said in the build-up to the game, Andrew, that Egypt are notorious for scoring first in 4 of their last 5 games. Now they're scored in 5 of their last 6 games. That's not a surprise, and I'm sure it's not a surprise to Egypt or even Argentina, because you've got to have your statistician looking at the Egypt map sheet to see what they do well, and I'm sure it would have told them that Egypt knows how to score early, in fact knows how to score first in games. They couldn't prevent the Argentines, but Argentina did rally well after the goal.
Even before the goal, I mean, I think Argentina started the most positive, and they had Egypt under the cosh. But then the first opportunity that Egypt got in the Argentine half resulted in the goal. And it was a well-taken goal by Ibrahim, who was able to climb and redirect that ball into the corner. Emi Martinez couldn't even move. But since then, Argentina has been probing and looking for that winner. But Shabir is playing out of his skin. This must be the World Cup of goalkeepers. Because believe me, he has saved about 4 point blank saves inside the penalty box there, and he's the reason why Egypt is still leading in this game, because believe me, the Argentines are throwing the kitchen sink at them.
Let's stay with you. Messi missing that penalty. I was sitting beside Alric in the department, and I said to him about 5 times, I said, don't think I would give it Leo. There's just too much happening around him at the World Cup. You have people who thought he should have been sent off in one of the games, to believe that FIFA is doing this. I mean, it's all, conjecture and stuff outside of it, but there's just too much going around him. And this penalty record is not the greatest. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. And I just think in a situation like this, I don't know, you have Julian on the field, there are other players on the field. For me personally, I thought he should have sat this one out. Yeah, if he had scored, you'd probably say, Wayne, you were wrong. But he didn't. I was just wondering, what's your take? Him being the biggest star on the field, does it give him the latitude to dictate whether he takes the penalties or not?
When I listen to all the things that you say, Wayne, they say hindsight is 20/20 vision. And yes, with all that is going on, it seemed to have been too much pressure to give Messi that penalty. But he's their talisman. He's the best player in the world. If anybody's going to take that penalty, it's going to be Messi. And, possibly you'd expect him to score, but things like these happen. Goalkeepers sometimes save penalties. It wasn't his best penalty either. It wasn't taken well, because if he had put it further in the corner, it was a bit too close to the goalkeeper, and he decided to go the right way, and Chabert made the save. So the game goes on. I mean, there are 45 plus minutes left for Argentina to equalize and try and get ascendancy, but they're up against a very plucky Egyptian team, and they look like they want to create an upset today.
Yeah, so Valin, first of all, let's hear the referee from France. What's your assessment of his handling of the first 45 minutes?
He has been excellent. The decisions were spot on, especially the penalty. He saw it and he just went to the penalty spot. would have seen other games that the referees weren't so sure. But he's positive, he's close to play, he's maintaining the discipline on the field of play. So he's doing well.
Very good for referee Francois Leslie. He has flashed what now? 4 yellow cards. This is his 3rd game at the tournament, and he has flashed 4 yellow cards. Most of his games, the 2 games, involved African teams, and he's now doing another one with another African team in Egypt. All right, the excitement continues around the game between Argentina and Egypt. When you look at how many of the big name teams have left the World Cup, Egypt holding a halftime lead over Argentina, it's not without possibility that we could see another of the big guns exit the World Cup today. But far too early to say. We've got 45 minutes and possibly 30 if it's needed to be used up, and ultimately penalties to determine the winner of this game. Remind you that coming up at 3 o'clock, it's going to be Colombia against Switzerland, Europe against South America. The Colombians have gained a lot of fans at this particular World Cup because they're doing brilliantly, and they're coming up against a team from Switzerland that's really doing well as well, and has been growing in confidence. We expect another big one from that one. Now we're going to go for a break. The players should be coming out shortly, and it's still halftime. Egypt leading Argentina by 1-0. We're going to dash for a break, and when we come back, with a little time that we got left, we're going to chat a little bit more before heading back over to Atlanta. The heat, by the way, is not affecting the players, nor it's affecting the fans. In fact, if you look at the fans, they're cool as a cucumber. The players are barely sweating. They've closed the roof and they've turned on the air conditioning units in them. And it's such a beautiful thing when you can kick off at midday but still keep cool. All right, let's head for a break and come back. We go back to Atlanta when we come back.
Welcome to the new era of identity management. The National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, brings together the Registrar General's Department and your secure national identification card under one organization. From birth and marriage services to your national ID card, NIRA delivers secure, simple, efficient service for Jamaicans. Visit our offices to learn more. NIRA, safeguarding your identity, securing your future. One secure identity.
A voice, a personality you love returns to Nationwide this August. Afternoons on air and online at Nationwide will never be the same.
Win with KFC, big league, join the league. Win a trip to Brazil, all you mean? Big deal, meal deal, big match. Just buy KFC and win that. From now until July 20th, 2026, buy a big deal or meal deal for a chance to win a trip for 2 to Brazil. Courtesy of KFC. That's $500,000 cash from Best Dressed Chicken. 11 weekly winners score free KFC for a year. 65-inch TVs, smartphones, and more. Just WhatsApp your receipt to 876-784-7811 to enter and win big in the KFC Big League. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries. Yo, enjoy your Jamaica. UDC summer. A UDC summer, I don't know, sir, ding dong ravers. I mean, I tell you, say, start in the 27th of June. Gather your friends, your family, the whole crew, and visit the world's famous Duns River Falls. You see, if 6 sound to go, the 6th person go in free. Start your first visit, collect your Duns River Falls passport, and go and collect some stamp. Can you see after your 5th visit, the 6th one off free? And look out for UDC Summer Bonfire Saturdays. Check the press for details.
Growing up, Sunday dinner was always family dinner.
Families are built on memories and traditions. But with a Sagicor Bank intergenerational mortgage, you can create more. Partner with any family member to purchase a home. Mummy, son, sister, cousin. Get up to 45 years to repay. Solar funding and a $2 million line of credit. Sagicor Bank's intergenerational mortgage makes home ownership easier. Visit sagicor.com to apply today. Conditions apply.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM's FIFA World Cup 2026 coverage. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by our FIFA World Cup sponsors, KFC, it's finger licking good, Digicel, powered by you, connected by us, Urban Development Corporation, making it happen for you, Sagicor Group Jamaica, Wise Financial Thinking for Life, National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development, Barita, making money work for you, Anybet, your best bet, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way. Nationwide 90 FM's World Cup coverage, bringing you every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
Hamdi Fatih on.
Every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
All right, so it's ended in Atlanta in Argentina's favor. The defending champions are still on course to defending their title and becoming the third team behind Italy and Brazil to win the title back-to-back. What drama. How many more of these games can Argentina take? They were taken through the ringer by Cabo Verde, and their very next game, they had to face something like that. It was a classic. We've seen about 3 or 4 of these kind of games in the World Cup. The last one we saw was in Mexico City on Sunday night between England and Mexico, and this World Cup continues. Just keep giving. Argentina trailed 2-0 up to 78 minutes, a shade of Senegal-Denmark, when the Senegalese held the lead up to minute number 86, and Belgium came back to win the game. Argentina pulling off another escaping act here in Atlanta. 3-2 in favor of the Argentines, but the Egyptians were just brilliant today. That number 12 from Real Oviedo in Spain, Hussein Hassan, is such an outstanding player. He had a top game today, and sadly for him, it's ended in defeat for Egypt. Andrew Price and Valdine Legis are still here with us. In fact, we've got a number of issues to put forward to Valdine this afternoon. So let's get Mr. Price out of the way, and so Valdine can have the rest of the day for himself, explaining to us a number of issues. Andrew, what a classic.
Definitely. I was telling Valdine during the game that since the 1982 World Cup, I don't think there's any World Cup that has provided the level of excitement that we have seen in this particular World Cup. Argentina done and buried at 78 minutes, 2-0 down. And of course, come at the hour, come at the man, the maestro himself, Lionel Messi, led the comeback. And then, to put the icing on the cake, in 90 plus 3 minutes, Enzo Fernandez with a header from a Lautaro Martinez cross. The 3,000th goal in World Cup history. And those 3 goals by Argentina were scored in 13 minutes and 36 seconds. What that says is that the team has depth in quality. Their changes in the last 15 minutes were effective enough to carry them over the line, and the Egyptians were not able to weather that storm.
Yeah. Valdine, let me get your insight into what you think over the last 90 plus minutes and the comeback by Argentina.
Winning is a mentality. Argentina knows how to win. Matter of fact, they are in the World Cup, if you check it, the most winning team. And again, it shows that if you know how to win, you will win. You will find a way. And we did say it, Argentina have the depth, they have the quality. And we speak of the man. A lot of people refer him to him as the GOAT, the greatest player to ever play the game. And he turned up today and he inspired his team. It was an inspirational performance coming from missing that penalty. Argentina did not give up. And with Argentina, once Messi step up, the entire team is going to step up with him. And I just want to mention that the coach, Coloni, he got it absolutely right with the substitutions. They were brilliant, and that is why he is the coach.
Yes. So, Valdine, there are a number of flashpoints in the game. Let's start with the one, Lisandro Martinez, the foul on him, where Egypt went on to score, but put the ball in the back of the net, but it was ruled out. It took about 3 minutes for them to eventually decide that VAR is going to look at it, and then the eventual, ruling out of it.
With the introduction of VAR, with the introduction of technology, I think it's a good thing for the game, because at the end of the game, what we want is the correct decision. So if you look back, you saw where the player from Egypt, he did step on the foot of the player and cause a big impact. So it caused him to fall. So in the end, it was the correct decisions. A lot of people are not happy, but in the end, it is the correct decision.
Yeah. Is this the same incident where he grabbed a large portion of Lisandro Martinez's shirt?
The shirt wasn't the deciding factor.
Oh, I thought it was because I was sitting there watching
because if it was the shirt, then for me, it would not have been a foul. But if you look closely, there was a step on the top of the foot of the Argentinian player, which caused him to fall. So it might have been small, but it had a big impact. So that was really what caused him to fall to the ground.
You had picked that up during the play?
Yes,
Andrew?
I did. I saw when he stepped on his on the front of his shoe, and that's what VR is for. It is to assist the referees to pick up things that they would not normally pick up with the run of play. And it's unfortunate for the Egyptians because the build-up was excellent. I mean, Hassan went down that flank like a scared hare, and got the ball into Zico, and Zico scored the goal. And it was unfortunate that it had to be called back, but we have to work to the letter of the law. If a foul was committed, then it has to be called.
Yeah. We're on 1:15 now. We're going to go for a break, and when we come back, we'll continue. We're going to go up to about 1:30, and if we can get one or two of your calls in, that would be nice. You can call us at 876-630-9371, 876-630-9372, 876-630-9373, and 876-630-9374. Call us on the other side of the break. We want to hear from you. This game was another of the classic matches that we've seen at this World Cup. And when we come back, we're going to continue to talk about it. Let's go for the break.
I want something really nice, thanks and please. Burger King, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. I want something really nice, thanks and please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Cheese and peas, man, I like. I got to say, when me taste the new cheesy fries, just 5 bills with creamy cheese sauce. I load it up your way, you are the boss. Everybody sing this part. I want something really nice, thanks and please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Get the new cheesy fries, limited time only at Burger King.
A voice you love returns home. This August, afternoons on Nationwide, on air and online will never be the same.
Your personal information matters. With a secure national identification card, only the information needed to confirm your identity is collected and protected. Only what is essential for your identity record. You control when and how your information is used. Feel safe. Feel secure. NERA, safeguarding your identity, securing your future. One secure identity.
Hear my cry, oh,
A voice you love returns home.
mighty God of Daniel.
This August, afternoons on Nationwide, on air and online will never be the same.
Win with KFC, big league, join the league. Win a trip to Brazil, oh you mean? Big deal, meal deal, big match. Just buy KFC and win that. From now until July 20th, 2026, buy a big deal or meal deal for a chance to win a trip for 2 to Brazil. Courtesy of KFC. That's $500,000 cash from Best Dressed Chicken. 11 weekly winners score free KFC for a year. 65-inch TVs, smartphones, and more. Just WhatsApp your receipt to 876-784-7811 to enter and win big in the KFC Big League. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM's FIFA World Cup 2026 coverage. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by our FIFA World Cup sponsors, KFC, it's finger licking good, Digicel, powered by you, connected by us, Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you, Sagicor Group Jamaica, Wise Financial Thinking for Life, National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development, Barita, making money work for you, Anybet, your best bet, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way. Nationwide 90 FM's World Cup coverage, bringing you every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
Welcome back to our coverage here on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Wayne Walker, Valdin Legister and Andrew Price are here with me as usual. Dwayne is on the line. Let's hear what he has to say. Good afternoon, bro.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm good, man.
Big up to your panel.
Blessings.
Yes. If Argentina win back the World Cup, yeah, I'll become a tired leg.
It's because of what? If they win it back?
Tired legs.
Or tired legs?
Yes.
From the opposition?
Yes.
What happened? Why their legs became tired?
What I meant, I remember a World Cup where England and Argentina played.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that match. And I remember that match take them to the, I think that's a hard deal to play at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that match was really taxing on them.
With Ardiles?
The match they play, I think they lost it or something like that.
What I'm doing? Ardiles in a game against England, because Ardiles would have been between 78, 82. It would have been 2 World Cups if he played in the.
No,
he
man,
played
not
in.
Ardiles.
Okay.
Not Ardiles. Medical magician that is Hammer, but he never reached that far.
Who that? Riquelme?
Not Riquelme, man. Artega.
Ariel Artega.
Yeah, something like that.
Who scored twice against Jamaica in 98?
Yes.
That's the player you're talking about, okay.
Medical magician, but I think he hold on for the ball sometimes too.
Yeah,
too long.
he was a class player, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, let me say, that match here, Humdinger, I'm going to tell you something, say, you see the man them over now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was saying to myself that I don't think Messi wants to take a blame going home because the thing that he missed, that would have been equal with them.
Yeah.
And the game could have been different.
Yes.
So I felt that maybe he said, I can't go home.
Yeah.
That, I have to do something.
Yeah, well, you could be forgiven for thinking that they were out at 2-0 down because Argentina has played 16 times at the World Cup. They've been down 2-0 and they've never come back to win the game. This is the first time it's ever happened.
All right. But good game. But why I say that the last 2 games,
yes,
they have to run.
Yeah, they were really stretched. Yeah, man, they were really
So
stretched.
for the next game, when the next picture?
Saturday, they play on Saturday, yes. They play either Colombia or Switzerland on Saturday. They have the last game, so they still have time.
They have a little time.
Yeah, man.
But big up to them.
Yeah, man. Take care, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. Michael, good afternoon. How you doing? Hey, Michael?
Yeah, you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, man. Welcome.
Well, you a nice to be Argentina show parties in Malmo. Yeah. To tell you the real truth of Egypt, they are carried out.
You were bringing Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I can tell you something, you know. My 2 last game, my 3 last game, I lose it, you know.
You lost to Brazil, right?
No, not Brazil. Me lose to Mexico.
Oh, England. Oh, England against Mexico, so you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me last the American, you know.
You were bringing America to beat Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, but this one here, man, the last 15 minutes coming like sugar and spice.
Oh, Lord. Who is your team? What's your team, though?
My team?
Yes.
We never have a special team enough from here. We have a Mexico, me say, you know.
Oh, Mexico. So Mexico was your team?
Yeah.
So why you wanted Egypt to beat Argentina?
Egypt?
Yes, you just say you wanted Egypt to win.
Well, boy, you just stick it, you know.
Okay. You just want Argentina to go home, right?
Yeah, I tell you about Argentina go home, you give the team there a surprise.
Yeah. All right, Michael. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy
the game and thank you for broadcasting.
You're welcome, brother.
Have a good day.
Same man. Father Cure, how are you doing?
Afternoon to your panel.
Afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to say you guys have been, phenomenal throughout the course of the World Cup, providing live and exclusive details, and of course, it's entertaining. Separate apart from that, the game of football has become so much questionable, to be honest, these days. And it's wide and open. Rumors are gathering trends that the baton is being passed on to Argentina to easily win the World Cup. And we're seeing video evidence and everything.
Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence?
All right. If you look at the review and the first, you remember the game against Austria?
The game against who?
Austria, Argentina, Austria.
How it ended? Argentina won 3-0? 3-0?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
what problem you had with that 3-0 win?
All right. You remember a member of the panel made mention that that's the reason for the technology of VAR and yada yada yada. If you reviewed and see when Messi stepped on the back of the empty leaves, VAR should have stepped in and made the right decision there.
If I may.
All right, so wait, just a second there, Father Cure. Valdin Legis is a former FIFA referee, and he's eminently qualified to talk to you about it.
I do agree with you. One of the issues that we will have with VAR is the consistency. So today you might have some referees see the information and call the referee, and then on other days they might not call it. And you're rightly so. That should have been one of the situations that the referee should have been called to the monitor for a decision to be made. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We don't want that. We don't want that for the game. We want the VAR to be used and used properly every time. So you do have a point, caller.
You're breaking up, Father Cure. You're breaking up. Find a spot. We lost him? We're losing him? Father Cure, you're still there? Oh, hey, we lost him. All right, thanks, Valdin, for clearing that up. Yeah, I mean, you're right. And Andrew, what you want is consistency from VAR. You know, they're humans just like us, and they're looking at monitors to come to a sort of decision. But Valdin is correct. What you want from them is consistency. They're going to make mistakes as well. We just want it to be very consistent.
And that's the reason why the public questions VAR, because there's no consistency. And once there's consistency and you use the technology properly, then there'll be no problem. But if you don't use the technology and you have it available to be used, then that's the where skeptics come in and people start questioning, conspiracy theories will start to develop. So in order to correct that, you have to be consistent in your decision making, both the referee on the field and with the assistance of VAR.
All right, so Father Cure, you for me, and Valdin and Andrew cleared that up for you quite eloquently and quite nicely. I agree with them. But for you to say the rumors that they want Argentina to win, how did that one decision in a first match of the World Cup play into your narrative that FIFA wants Argentina to win the World Cup?
All right, not only that, not only this World Cup, but even the past World Cup. History has it that they have been awarded the most penalties for the entire competition. Never in a history.
That's not true. That's not true though. And even so, we're talking about this World Cup. You say FIFA wanted to win this World Cup because they won the last one. And I put it this way, I don't have a problem with people coming to a conclusion because you're free to do so, and it's fine. All we're saying, if we're going to say something like this or do something like this, you just provide, let us talk on the basis of evidence or fact. And you've not provided any evidence or facts that FIFA, and why would FIFA want Argentina of the 48 teams at the World Cup to win it? Why Argentina? Why not Brazil?
Have you seen the reactions of Giuliano Infantino?
I don't watch his reaction. I'm watching the football match.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
When other teams score, he's not this, excited. He don't have an exuberance and at all. When even Messi did his penalty, the man covered his face like the man in a Disney.
Is he free to react if somebody does something? Have you seen his reaction in all the matches that he's watching?
Yes, sir.
No, because you have not. Yeah, because you have not seen all the matches that he watched. You saw the ones on TV. Do you know how he react to all the matches when he goes there? No, you don't. You don't. And as I say, you can come to draw your own conclusion, and it's fine by that. I'm just saying if you're going to do that on the basis of facts or evidence, and the evidence that you're trying to provide is weak.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The narrative is there in front of not just me alone. I talk about it in the top pundits in the world. everybody at the honor me alone, Uncle Wayne.
Yeah,
Me alone,
yeah. Which
honor me alone.
which pundit you heard say FIFA is putting the World Cup Argentina's direction? Name me one pundit who said that.
If you check right name there.
No. I ask you a simple question. Can you tell me the name of the pundit who says FIFA is setting the World Cup for Argentina? That's what you come here to say. So tell me, who is the pundit who said it?
I may have to get the research on the name of the person. I don't know his name.
Oh.
Like, it wasn't someone who is popular, like, you know.
But
like
I would probably find out the name of that person if I'm in agreement with them. You can't come with what they say, but you can't say who said it. Because I could tell you, no, you can't provide the name. You can't. If that person had sent you 20 million US, would you remember that person's name?
Yes. Yes, I would.
You would.
But
yeah.
Separate apart from that, as I said before, the name is there, no, but I just have to go back into the, because I screenshot all of these.
Yeah, but you just told me you wouldn't have to go back if they send you 20 million because that's important to you. Now, the narrative is important to you so much that you could bring it on air, so you should have remembered. All right. Who is your team?
I was supporting Portugal.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So it's a direct contest with Leo Messi.
No.
Oh.
It's not about. I was supporting them from 2002, where from that time. So and then Ronaldo came.
But he played in 2002. He was around. He was around with the squad.
He was around.
Yeah. But don't worry about it, man. The World Cup is great. I don't think FIFA is setting it for any team. Don't see the reason why they would want to do so. But as I say, to each his own.
Hold on. Final play. You remember they never talk about the video play while I go into the game with Salah. It was a potential foul, even though the ball fumble now. But them don't look on it because they want to say too easy. Because them never call it back. If you look back on the highlights, and when you go see where him fumble the ball and then him get tackled the same step on foot.
Yeah. I am happy you mentioned that because it's one of the things that I was going to ask Valdin, because we were looking through the different incidents and he touched on two of them already, but we had to take the break, and when we came back we had to take the call. So I'm going to give him the opportunity now that you raised the point about it. Yeah, Valdin, one of those I want to talk to you about it.
Yes, it would have been checked and cleared. There was no foul in my eyes based on what I saw, and that is what the VAR looked at, and they realized that there was no foul. Well, there was contact, but not a foul, and hence they would not have called the referee to come to the monitor.
Yeah, and so as I say, the incidents can be checked without the referee being called to look at it. So don't say it wasn't checked. It was checked. Incidents like those, they're going to be checking on them. But it was cleared without them having to, ask the referee to intervene. So don't say it wasn't checked. There you go again. Hello?
Pull him down. It was quickly checked and cleared. And the man tear up the whole and shut off my man basically.
No, there was no evidence of that.
Yeah, man. But where did you see that?
You never said Rodri pulled him in the back. No, honestly, you never said Rodri tear off his shit.
Rodri?
Yeah, we ran all yesterday.
Oh, yep.
What are you talking about yesterday?
You're moving all over the place, bro. We're talking about this game, Argentina. And
you said I was talking about clear and check. You said them clear and check. I'm saying that them do yesterday as well.
Oh, it's yesterday you're talking about?
Yeah, them just clear and check it. Like, why them always do this to other teams? Just clear and check it, and then them focus on video monitor with Argentina. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't understand.
Why? Messi, I go send you go doctor, you know. Messi, I go send you go doctor. I'm telling you. Gosh, man. Clear up yourself before the next Argentina match, my brother, because I'm not sure you can make it there. We see right through you. Right through you, man. We see right through you, man. No more questions for this witness here, Anna. Yeah, man, not a problem, man. It's all banter and fun. It's a World Cup, and we do that all the time. Thanks, Mouch, here.
Yeah, man.
All right, all the best to you. Gentlemen, we're on 1:33. We're not going to continue much further because we have to get back here for 2:30. We've got Switzerland against Colombia, which is kicking off at 3 o'clock, and we want to be here for that one. So we're going to give you the opportunity now to have some lunch, get some rest, put your feet up, and chill on the 10th floor, and then we come back down for 2:30 to build up for the Switzerland versus Colombia game. 48 teams started out on June 11. You know how many teams we've got in the World Cup now? 9. And at the end of business tonight, it's going to be 8. Will it be Switzerland heading home or Colombia? Who knows? We'll know in a couple of hours' time. So let's go for a break for a couple of minutes. Well, more than a couple of minutes. We'll come back at 2:30 to build up to Colombia versus Switzerland.
Nationwide 90 FM has just presented action from the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals.
Brought to you by our platinum sponsors, KFC, it's finger licking good. Gold sponsors, Digicel. Powered by you, connected by us. Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Sagicor Group Jamaica, wise financial thinking for life. National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development. Barita, making money work for you. Our silver sponsor, Anybet, and our bronze sponsors, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way.
Same time I hear all the fans them go.
This is an